You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Are you ready to learn the 3 secrets to launching a successful podcast? Hi, I'm Bill, a recent client of the Podcast Mogul. If you've been thinking about starting a podcast but aren't sure where to begin, he's got you covered. He is hosting a free webinar where he will share the 3 secrets that can help you launch, grow, and monetize your podcast without any fancy equipment or technical headaches. Click the link in the show notes to save your spot now and let him help get your podcast off the ground.
Welcome to Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. Join the podcast mogul Phil Better as he interviews successful entrepreneurs that make their living in the digital world. Now, let's join your host, Phil Better, and his special guest today on Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of Invest in Yourself, the Digital Entrepreneur Podcast. I am, of course, your host with the most, Phil Better, and today I am excited to have a fellow podcasting coach in the industry that I love so dearly, podcasting. I have a man who's been traveling across his own country to learn more about marketing and podcasting. And he's come on to the show today to share his wiles, his stories, his adventures that he's had. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the podcast coach, not any podcast coach. He's the podcast coach, Nilesh Jain. Nilesh, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks a lot, Phil, for the great introduction. Really appreciate you, and I'm so glad that you have a great research on me. Thank you so much for a great introduction.
Oh, you're welcome. I always, as my audience knows, I love 90s hip hop, and I never could rap. As you can tell, I'm a little pale, so we don't really have that much of a rhythm, but I always enjoyed the hype man. The hype man was someone I could get around because he didn't really have to rap that much. So I look at myself as a hype man for this show. You're the star. You're the rap king, if you will, or the rap queen when I do have the females on. But Nilesh, can you tell us a little bit about yourself so that my audience can get to know you a bit better?
Thank you so much, Phil, for sharing asking this question. So a bit about me. I started my journey in entrepreneurship 4 years ago. 4 years ago when I lost a job of mine because of COVID. And then I'm like, what is the thing I can do? So I search on internet like, okay, how to make money online. I think this is the famous keyword most of the entrepreneurs search.
It's the first thing we do. The first, how to make money online.
So I search the same keyword as well on internet. And then I land on different things like, okay, you can try it out, Amazon affiliate, you can try out blogging, website designing, so many things I know. I figure it out. So I started with blogging and Amazon affiliate marketing, and then I started with ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson's product. And at the same time, I found a book, .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. And in that book, idea of becoming a reporter triggered in my head, like, this is something interesting I want to do. This is something interesting, I can try it out. So when this idea triggered in my head, I didn't take initiative immediately just because of my own limiting belief. First, English is not my first language. It's my third language, I can say. So I'm not that much good in English communications. I have this limiting belief, like how I'm going to communicate. Second, how I am going to invite people, how I am going to ask questions, who am I? I have a lot of limiting belief in my head, but this idea, this concept triggered in my head, and then I started working on it. And it was a 2020 when I found this concept, becoming a reporter, and start interviewing people. But I didn't take a initiative, and then the year 2021, which is January 2021, Russell Brunson launched his new challenge, which is One Funnel Away challenge. I hope you also remember that one.
I do remember that. I did try it. I did try it, and I didn't
Yeah,
go well, but it was a fun experience.
yeah. So that challenge, in that challenge, Russell Brunson's one video, if you do 365 days of Facebook Live, your life will be transformed. Wow. Another trigger point. And I'm already seeing some of the people are doing like, okay, Facebook Live is something they are already doing. So I decided like, let me try it out. But same, my own limiting belief thought process are stopping me to take any initiatives. So in February 2021, I thought, now is the time to go all in. If I wanted to transform my life, if I wanted to do something, let me go with it. And 365 days of Facebook Live, I did it without any day break. And in the meanwhile, when I completed my first 100 days, a person reached out to me and he said, hey bro, I want you to interview me on your profile. He said this one thing like, hey, you build a good audience just because of your Facebook Live. Can you do an interview of mine on your profile? I'm like, wow, this is what I want to do in September 2020. When I read a book.com secret that, okay, I want to interview people. And right now I'm getting an opportunity from people itself. Like, okay, can you do interview of me? And at the same time, a person reached out to me and he said, hey bro, I'm launching my coaching program. Would you like to be my first student where I'm going to teach you how you can interview people, how you can interview high profile people? See, the universe calling for me to do interviews, to start interview podcast. And I'm grateful that I started it. And that's how the journey of starting interview podcast, that's how the journey of mine in this industry started happen. And did see first podcast, 10 podcasts, 15 podcasts, and last, I think 2 weeks back, I completed 100th episode with Christo. And that's how the journey of Nilesh Jain have been over the till now.
Wow. So you lost your job in 2020, which a lot of people did because 2020, great year.
Yes.
And then January 1st, you decided to do 100 days of lives.
Yeah.
January 1st, 2021, you did 100 days. Well, you decided to do a full year, but after 100 days, someone reached out to you, was like, I want you to interview me. And then a few days later, someone else reached out and was like, hey, I want to teach you. Ooh, sorry about that. Teach you about how to do better interviews, because he's launching a technology program, wanted you to be the first. And now you're traveling across India and probably the world soon to help people start coaching, not start coaching, but start using podcasts to create businesses.
Yeah.
What made you decide to focus in? Because you mentioned you wanted to be a journalist. Was that something that's always been in your mind, or was that only popped up when you read .com Secrets?
Wow. I love this question, by the way. Thank you. Because nobody have asked me this. If I say that I always love to be on a mic, because in my childhood days, I have a dream to be on Bollywood. There's like when you have a Hollywood, we have a Bollywood in our country here. So
very good dancers right here. Very good dancers.
Yeah. Yes, very good dancers and actors. I want to be an actor. Then after a while, I wanted to be wants to become singer. Like I still love to be sing music and all. So then sometime like I thought, let me become RJ, radio jockey, if you know. So the connection with the mic was always in my head, just because of my own limiting belief or my own not taking initiative. I'm always missing out the opportunity. And when I read that concept, it triggered me again. Okay, the connection with the mic is something always inspiring me. Like I want to talk, I want to share my voice, I want to talk on mic. So connection with mic is always be there. So then suddenly the concept come in the play, and I decided, let me go all in.
I love that.
And that the thing happened.
I love that. I love how, well, I have to admit, I love Bollywood films. They're so
Yeah,
entertaining. I may not understand some of them, but I enjoy it because there's just pure love. It's like a pure love
that
movie, regardless of what the tale is. It's just, you can see the passion in it. But I love how the Bollywood dream is something like we share that, because I wanted to be a Hollywood actor, like I wanted to be on this level. You wanted to be the Bollywood version.
wow.
I know we're both doing what we love to do. We're talking to people on the podcast mogul. You're the podcast coach.
Yeah.
When you landed your first client, like after you started this, and like you're teaching people to become better interviewers, what was it like for you to get your first client? Like, how was that? Was that a stressful moment for you? Were you unnervous? Did you not believe in yourself? Because you're saying you're dealing with these limiting beliefs, which you're slowly deconstructing over time. I know from my personal experience getting that first client that I had a lot of limiting beliefs. What was it like for you with your limiting beliefs when you had to get that first client, or when you reached out for your first client?
Wow, that's interesting. By the way, the idea to teach interview podcasts come after 1 year of doing the podcast. I like the this one quote: preach what you practice. So when I completed my 50 episodes in the podcasting game, and I was attending one in-person event as well, and there in the event we have to do one exercise, and that exercise was define your values, define what do you like the most. And when I'm defining that values, most of the time for me interview podcast is popping up, and then I realized, like, okay, this is something I can teach to the people. Before that I was not teaching it. I'm doing affiliate marketing, I'm promoting ClickFunnels affiliate product, and Facebook organic marketing, and all of the things I'm teaching, but I'm not teaching interview podcasts. I started teaching this process after 1 year of doing it by myself, learning the process by myself, doing it by myself, and then I decided, okay, let me teach it. So when I came back to home from in-person event, I did a workshop. I did a workshop webinar, you can say anything. And I remember there 10 to 15 people are in the room. And that was my first ever webinar, by the way. Before that, I did some challenges, 5-day challenges, workshop, different things. But that was my first ever webinar where I got my first ever sale. In webinar, in live workshop itself. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I'm launching, I didn't created this one product. I just have an idea that what I'm going to share with you, what I'm going to teach you. And I got my first sale. So I am like on cloud 9. To be honest, I am on cloud 9 because when you are creating a new product from scratch that is not available, that have nothing in the place, but you are selling it and you are getting the sale revenue. So I was like super happy on that day. And when I did this workshop webinar, that one lady, her husband purchased it, and that's how it happened. So I reach out to all the people who is already in touch with me on Facebook itself, like Facebook organic marketing. I was doing at that point of time. I reach out to all the people, and I said, hey bro, I'm doing this workshop on how you can do interview podcast. What's the thing you need to do? And this is the time duration of this workshop. People show up, 10, 15 people show up, and one sale happen on that day. So that's how the first sale of new product, I can say, happened. And then the product goes improved, and till now, that's the main business of mine.
I love it. I love how you did a webinar. You're like, I'm going to take my skills that I knew from organic marketing that you learned, and I'm going to use it to help launch this second thing. I'll do a webinar, see if it goes off. And even in your first webinar, because it's unusual for a sale to happen on your first webinar.
Yeah.
I've done 10 and I still haven't had a sale. I lie. I haven't had sales from my webinar.
Okay.
But doing your first webinar and landing a sale, that is huge. And I'm taking it from you. You were like over the moon, cloud 10, if you can, with this enjoyment. Did your limiting beliefs then hit in afterwards when you realized, oh, I now have to deliver this product that I had not developed because it's still scratch because I was just teaching.
Yeah.
what was going through your mind? Like, how were you feeling when this was going on? Like, what was your mind doing? What was your body doing? Like, what was going on in the Nilesh? What was happening with you?
Love this. A lot of things are going on there. One thing is I'm so excited. Second thing is I'm a bit nervous because I don't have anything at all, but I want to deliver them something. So I didn't immediately launch it. I mentioned that we are going to start it from a week or two from now. So I have a time period to prepare for everything. So I did my all research because I already done 50 episodes at that point of time. So I have an experience of how to do all the things. I just need to know how I'm going to structure this one thing. So I watched some of the video from my mentor, like how I can do all the sessions, how I can prepare for content of my coaching program, live coaching, what I'm going to deliver on week one, what I'm going to deliver on week two. So I watched the coaching of my mentor, how I'm doing it. I'm going to deliver it. And second is I model other people. Like you are also a podcast into podcasting, right? So there is a lot of podcast hosts out there as well. They are also teaching something. They are also teaching something. So I didn't copy them, but I model like how they are structuring their program, how they are structuring their content delivery part. So I model that one thing as well, and that's how I created my own product and I deliver my to my client. And I'm grateful that she take initiative. She got good result out of that, and that's how the journey begin of mine in the podcast coaching.
I love that. I love how you didn't steal. You're looking at other people, how they're doing it, taking the parts that work
Yes.
for you, adding your own little spice and magic to it, and making it your own Bollywood, if you will,
Yes.
and becoming the coach for people to learn podcasting. How did you decide? Because I know picking a niche for podcasts is already difficult because podcasters want everyone to listen to their podcast, and not everybody can listen to your podcast or should listen to your podcast.
Mm.
How did you decide on the niche that you were going to go after? Because you go after coaches, correct?
Yeah, right, correct. Coaching.
How did you decide that you wanted to go after specifically coaches and not, let's say, Bollywood actors or, car mechanics or, data B2B businesses? How did you decide that your niche was going to be on coaches?
Wow. So I decided my niche because of the thing that I was already doing. Before starting podcast coaching, I am a coach who is doing different kind of things like affiliate marketing, then Facebook organic marketing. I'm doing it by myself, but I'm also teaching this to other people. So I myself playing a role of coach. So I know what kind of things coaches are facing, what kind of problem they are facing from any industry. Like specifically if they are a coach, they are facing how to grow authority, they are facing how to grow credibility, how to grow trust, and also how to network with the high level of entrepreneurs at the same time, because this is where the collaboration happen and collaboration can help in many ways, right? So I decided like instead of trying different things, why don't I go with the niche that I'm already in and try to serve this audience itself? Because a lot of people are serving to agency owners, to creators, to entrepreneurs, but not in this market. So I decided like let me go with this market, and that's really crazy thing happened. A lot of things changes, and people actually started getting result in the coaching industry from podcasting as well. So that's how I finalized my niche. But I want to add on one thing is, which is people sometimes wait too much to take initiative just because they feel like I'm not clear with my niche, and only because of this they are like what to do, what not to do. They don't take any initiative, and then after a while they just give up. So instead of thinking like what is the niche I can try it out, start with whatever you have right now, and over the period of time you can improve it. So this is an add-on to the question of your.
I love it. No,
If somebody is stuck with their niche, try this out.
I love it. No, because you went after who you were. You created your ideal customer being you. You're like, I wish I had this to help build my authority, build my reputation, build me up so that I could sell as a coach. And you just evolved. You went from coaching, affiliate marketing and that to here. This is how you can do it tenfold with podcasting. And you're helping people who are exactly like you get to the next level. I love it. And it's a great piece of advice for anyone who's listening. If they're not sure what niche to go into, what niche are you in right now? And how can you help those people inside that niche? That's a brilliant way of doing it.
Yeah, that's the only way. Like, even if you remember the story of Russell Brunson, I don't know, but
Yeah, I do.
the story of how he created the potato gun. What can
The potato gun.
yeah, potato gun, yeah, right. And that's how he created his product, and then the ClickFunnels board. So
Mhm.
you have to try out something, and then only you are going to figure out like what is something I can do with it in the long term. So it's not like on day one you are going to figure out, okay, my niche is this, my niche is that. No, it come over the period of time. So you have to start working from wherever you are right now, and then you can see you are going to do magic in the thing. But the thing is, you have to be consistent with it.
Yeah, like it took you 100 lives until
Yeah.
someone said, "Hey, can you help me out?" And that just shows the consistency, the perseverance will land you what you need. I want to know, where are you going now? What is the goal for Nilesh now? Like you're establishing yourself as the podcast coach. You have hundreds of clients helping you out. Your Facebook group is nearly at 1,000 people, by the way, which is an amazing. And of course, the links will be in the show notes down below. But I want to know, where are you in 5 years? What is Nilesh doing in 5 years?
See, I have a goal of hosting interview with world's top leader, and at the same time, I have a big goal to serve top entrepreneurs, top celebrity entrepreneurs in their podcast launch. So those are the two big I am carrying with me, and one very big goal I can say is I want to create an army of podcasters. I don't know how it's going to happen, but this is a goal that I decided from when I attended Blair Singer Train the Trainer. I hope you know the T. Haviker program, Train the Trainer.
Mm-hmm.
So there I got like, okay, podcast, let me create an army of podcasters, because the people who have a message, the people who have a voice to share, but just because of their limiting belief, their doubts on themselves, they are keeping behind this table, behind the almirah, whatever we can see. But so I want to help them. So that's where the army of podcasting is come in the my picture. Like, okay, I want to create an army of podcaster, and then this two big goal is, which is serving a lot of top entrepreneurs and helping them to launch podcasts and interviewing world's top leaders. So those are the two goals.
I honestly believe that at least the army of podcasters is happening, because you're on a journey that is incredible. Your
Yeah.
growth is insane from watching you and connecting with you over the last year a bit. And interviewing top leaders, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen anytime soon. Like that's not even 5 years down the line. You're making those connections, which is great in podcasting, because podcasting is all about collaboration and not competition. There's no competition in podcasting.
There's no competition.
You're a podcast coach. I'm technically a podcast coach, right? That's where I started. I help people take their podcast to the next level, just like you help people launch their podcast. There's no competition because we're both needed in this realm. And some people may not like me. They would prefer working with you, or some people may not want to work with you, want to work with me. And it's all about helping out, because that's how we all grow. I want to know, because you come from affiliate, so you already know about collaboration, because you were born in the affiliate marketing area, and you understand that. How is it that podcasters can use affiliate marketing to help them?
Wow. See, podcaster, when it comes to being a podcast host, you are asking?
Yes, we're going to talk as a podcast host.
Okay. So being a podcast host, you can use affiliate marketing in so many ways. Number one is, suppose you are coming up with your you are using some kind of product. So we are right now using StreamYard, right? So being a podcast host, feel you can use and click StreamYard affiliate link and share with the people. Okay, if you wanted to record your podcast virtually, here's my StreamYard affiliate link. You don't have to pay anything extra. All you need to do is just click on this link and get your StreamYard, get ready and launch your podcast. Number one. Second is, suppose you are right now hosting me, and for take an example, I have a service or I have anything, and I'm giving you my product affiliating link of my product. You are affiliated for my product, and all you need to do is just go drop the link in the show notes or description of this video podcast and tell people, okay, if you wanted to get anything from Nilesh regarding this XYZ, here's the link and this is your affiliate link. So you are getting commission, I am getting benefit. Both the situation is both win-win situation for both of us, right? Third is same, you can try it out, you can do collaboration with somebody else or with the product that you believe in, because affiliate marketing is a product business which is growing because of trust, and at the same time the product have some worth. If it is useless crap, people can buy it for one, but they are going to lose trust on you. Just because you share with them the crap, right? So as an affiliate marketer, if you are podcast host and you are thinking to including affiliate marketing in this one thing, you need to see which is the product I am myself using. And even like I just give you an example of like being I am a guest, right? But you being a guest might be something. All guests are not good. So you also have to have a research. Like if I'm going to share about this, his or her product, is it going to be a good, or my listeners, my audience is going to get benefit from this one thing or not? So that's how you can build trust and at the same time affiliate marketing business with the help of podcasting. So trust is very much important, and what kind of product you are using for yourself, then promote that kind of product.
I love that. And I love StreamYard. I have an affiliate link for it. It's always in the descriptions because it's one of my favorite. It's one of the best tools for a podcast to use because it's so simple and allows you to stream places. Yeah.
Very easy. I'm using it from last 3 years and beautifully most in it.
Oh, you must have seen the nice integration of the growth of it.
Yeah.
I would love to know, Nilesh, how do you invest in yourself? What do you do maybe daily, weekly, monthly, yearly to help yourself invest in yourself to become a better version of yourself and something that our audience can do as well?
Wow. So I invest in myself according to the situation. I'm giving you a scenario of current situation of mine. Today is the 12th June when we are recording it. On 22nd June, from 10 days from now, I have not 22nd, it's 21 June. Yeah, 21st June. I'm going to deliver a keynote speech in my mentor's event.
Ooh.
So right now I am preparing how to deliver a good speech, how to become a good on the stage, how to deliver the great story from the stage. So this is what I am learning. This is where I am investing in my time. So where I am investing my time, I am watching some of the communication programs, the programs which is I am part of. I'm learning how to become great on stages. I'm learning from the expert who is already good public speaker. I'm learning the strategies from them. So this is where I'm investing my time in current scenario. At the same time, some of my clients have some different requirement. So I'm learning that kind of skill, like how I can deliver the best to my client. So this is how I invest my time on regular basis, or also invest money to learn the particular skill at the same time what is required. So this is the current scenario I shared with you, like what is going to happen.
I love
next. Yeah.
I love how you don't necessarily wait until you need to invest in yourself.
Yes.
You look at different places that you can from your clients that you can help you, because those little investments will pay tenfold off because they all add up, compounding interest until you're you're like the superstar. You're interviewing, not just world leaders, planet leaders. We're going to talk about in the future.
Definitely. Yeah.
We are coming to the end, Nilesh, and I hate that because I'm having such a great time chatting with you. I love chatting with podcasters because each story is such different, and I love how your 100 days of lives reached your first client. But I have your 10-year-old self here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to know what's one piece of advice you would love to give back to your 10-year-old self, because you did deal with some limiting beliefs at your beginning. So I'm really interested in on what advice you would give to your 10-year-old self.
Wow. One big advice I can give is you have a life that is you get because God gave you. Everybody in the world is not getting the human body. This is something I learned from being in spirituality as well. Like human life of human being is not everyone get. So you have to be a good human being, not just for the sake of showing off, but from the heart. How you can be humble, how you can be kind. And an advice I can give to the 10-year-old is invest in yourself. Definitely 10-year young boy have no idea what is investing, but still I can say read books. Don't hate books, because if I share the story of mine from my childhood, I don't love to read studies. I don't love in and any interest in studies. My mom like yelling on me, "Hey, go and get education, get your done your homework, read some books, do something." And I'm like, I don't want to do. So I just want to give this one advice: read books, because you get different perspective. You get a lot of ideas. Your mind started opening the wiring in our head. Like this is something I recently learned while I was watching some videos regarding mind and all. So every pointer of in our head is transforming the instruction to each other. Like we have all the pointers right in our brain. So every point is transforming the information to in our head, in our entire head. And what kind of information we are feeding in our head is developing our personality. So do something that can actually help you and be happy. This is one of the very great advice I can share to 10 years young of minds. Be happy in life, because you get it for one, and you are going to rock it if you just love yourself. If you are going to love yourself and work on yourself, you are going to rock it. So don't worry for how it's going to happen. Love yourself and just work on yourself.
I love it. That's some great advice, Nilesh.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump off stage here, Nilesh. I want you to let my audience know where they can connect with you if they're looking for a podcast coach, how they can support you or anything like that. Sir, the floor is yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Phil, for inviting me. I really appreciate you. And if somebody wants to connect with me, if they are looking to launch their interview podcast, I am available on Instagram. They can just search my name, Nilesh Jain. With the podcast, if they can search, they can easily find me there on Instagram. And I'm also on Facebook. Just search Nilesh Jain, you can find me there. And definitely you can search on me on find my podcast, The Entrepreneur Warrior Show, on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all other platforms. The Entrepreneur Warrior Show is my podcast name. So that's it from my end.
Nilesh, I want to thank you so much for being here. It was an amazing time chatting with you. I know we've been trying to get an episode for a while now. I'm so glad that we've had the chance to talk. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Phil, for inviting me. Really appreciate you. And I'm grateful that we had a great conversation after a long period of time. After a long waiting, we did this podcast. So thank you so much for inviting.
I thank you for that. To my audience, make sure you check out the show notes down below to connect with Nilesh. Both his podcast is exceptional, and he has a great set of guests that you should definitely listen to. And of course, always remember to invest in yourself.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to take the next step. When you're ready to dive deeper into how to launch, grow, and monetize your podcast, Phil's got something special for you. Join him for a free webinar where he'll reveal the 3 secrets that have helped countless entrepreneurs succeed in podcasting. Click the link in the show notes to save your spot, and let's turn your podcasting dreams into reality.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.